Living your own truth, being honest with yourself. दुनिया आपको जीने ही नहीं देगी. The world will not let you live your own truth, your own life. If you have a handful of people who let you be who you truly are, who let you honestly express your feelings without judgment, you're lucky. And don't lose those people. Hold on to them. They are your true friends. They are your true friends of your true life. Just because somebody is a blood relative, just because somebody is related to you in some way, whether it is family, organization, and so forth, does not necessarily mean that they will let you live your truth, because they themselves may not be living their own truth. They may not be true to their own self. They may not be honest with themselves. When somebody is not honest with themselves, they cannot be honest with somebody else, and they cannot allow the other person to live their honest life. Honesty does not mean conformity, that you believe in what I believe in. Honesty means that I believe in what I believe in, and you believe in what you believe in, and I honor you in believing whatever you are believing in. I don't have to believe in your belief system, and you don't have to believe in my belief system. And it all starts with basic self-awareness. That is why I like people to go through this exercise, simple exercise. It is called Date with Myself. What colors do I like? What smells do I like? Starting with the five senses. What texture do I like? What taste do I like? What kind of sounds do I like? And to be more specific, start with of the 7 basic colors, or for that matter, any number of colors. What are your favorite colors? Forget about the colors that you don't like. We're not talking about what you don't like. We're talking about what I like. What kind of sounds do you like? Some people like to listen to music loud. Some people like to listen to music soft. Some people like things going around them. Some people like quiet. There's no judgment here. Which one is right? Which one is wrong? It is not a personality test. It is not a psychotherapy test. It is about me knowing about myself. It's a date with myself. If it is music, what is the music that you can listen to all day long? For some it is pop, for some it is metal, for some it is hip hop, jazz, classical, Indian, Bollywood, Hollywood, 80s, 90s, so forth. Pick up your style. And some people want music to be high fidelity, like I'm an audiophile. I like to listen to it from a good sound system, and some people don't care. Whatever sound is coming from their phone is good enough. No judgment here. And for some people, nice set of clothes are so important, and for some others, not so important. What type of clothing defines you? I'm not even talking about quantity. If you need a large wardrobe of all colors and styles, so be it. This is a time of understanding, defining myself, knowing my preferences, knowing what I love, what makes me happy. Go at it. This is not about sealing on desires. This is not about control of senses. This is about defining my senses and my affiliation with them, and my preferences of experiences with all the 5 senses. Some people like it smooth, some people like it textured, and some people like it cozy. I want some warm throw on me, a shawl or a throw. And some people like it open and loose. I want to be in shorts and open and airy. What do you like? And some people like bright spaces, and some people prefer dark spaces. There's nothing wrong. I don't like too much light on my face or my eyes. I prefer rather darker environments and light up only those things which I need to look at. Again, without judgment. It's a date with myself. I want to understand me so that I can give myself what I prefer. That's all. That's I love me. That's taking care of my inner child. In my inner child work, I don't have to do any fancy meditations. It's literally, for example, what the image that is coming to my mind is I like blistered, long Virginia peanuts with sea salt. Right? I want to give a very specific example. It's crunchy, it's salty, it is slightly over roasted. I don't like my peanuts under roasted. I like a little bit dark. It's rich. I love the taste, the texture, and the saltiness. How do you like your pizza? Deep dish Chicago style, or chain store like Pizza Hut? Or you don't really care where it comes from? Or you like thin crust, slightly charred Italian style pizza? Or you like New York style pizza? What do you like? Define it. This is the starting, right? What do I like in terms of my experiences of five senses? Then you go deeper. Yeah. What type of relationships you like? Social setting, starting with family. Do you like fewer people with deeper relationship or more number of people, but not too deep relationship? Again, no judgment. At this point, I don't want to mess around with, getting too deep into any relationship because I don't want to know what's happening with their health and wealth and happiness. I just want to have a good time and come back. Fine. And for some, it is just having handful of people having heart-to-heart relationship. And I have experienced both of these extremes in my life. Be honest with yourself. Live your own truth. Truth is not just one truth. That's another thing. It is what about right now? Living my truth right now. How do I feel right now? Honoring that right now. Living in the moment, here and now. People are very quick to judge. Oh, you cannot have anger. What do you mean? If you're feeling anger, then express it just like a baby. When the baby wants to cry, the baby cries. It doesn't hold back. And the only reason baby will hold back is when the baby learns that, hey, if and when I cry, I either get hit, slapped, or not given food, and not picked up, not get taken care of. The babies learn, and we have learned. Oh, I have to behave a certain way so that I can be picked up and loved and accepted. I am fed, I'm entertained, and so forth. I'm liked. We learn those behaviors. Now we have to let go of all the facade that we have learned to be accepted so that we can be ourselves genuinely and not make ourselves feel guilty and not allow other people to make us feel guilty. Oh, you're not being spiritual. Oh, this guru or that guru says don't do this. Well, how come you're angry? How come you're that? Don't listen to any one of those people because they are not living their truth. They are not being honest with themselves. So this is it. Living my own truth, being myself. No one can live that except me. No one can know that except me. That is why the path is called self-realization. Self-realization has to be sought for, and earned by only myself. No one can give self-realization to me, not even God. The reason I was born on this planet Earth in this human form with the five senses is so that, number one, I can experience this world, this physical dimension with these five senses. What glory, what beauty. The soul cannot experience it without being embodied in a human body. I am lucky, you are lucky to be born in a human form. We have this most sophisticated vehicle in this universe. This is the top of Lord's creation. This is the best of all the species that has ever walked in this universe. I'm not talking about gods and demigods and the Avengers and the superheroes. For the mortals, I'm not talking about immortals, which really we are at the soul level. Let's celebrate. Let's live our lives, experience this world, live our truth. What do I truly want in my life? What truly makes me happy? Live it. I don't need approval, reassurances from other people, especially my family members. I don't need to be judged. I don't need approval or disapproval from anyone. I am me, and only I can realize who I am. Oh, you should not be sad. What do you mean you should not be sad? Really speaking, we are going back to our source. The realization, the self realization process is not going forward, it's actually going inward. Look at the journey that we have taken. If we fast rewind ourselves, we are 13.8 billion into this creation. Let's just go back to that Big Bang. If we just rewind 13.8 billion years of existence from the point of existence here and now, then I will find myself part of the source energy. Then I find myself as part of the ocean of divine love. And the path of self realization is going back to that source. Baba addresses us as embodiments of divine love. That's who we are. We are embodiments of divine love. Embodied, I have this body, okay? That's not who I am. I'm embodiment. This is my body. I'm embodiment of pure unconditional divine love, which is where I came from, and it is in my heart. Realizing that, and whatever journey I take to get to that point is called sadhana. Easy, difficult, shortcut does not matter. And what is the path? The path is called life. The life was given to me with all kinds of experiences of ups and downs so that I can turn inward and realize my source energy, which is my pure unconditional divine love. I associate and I connect with that. Everything else is noise. And anybody who comes along the path of this journey and supports you in that journey is your friend. And anybody who takes you away from that journey is not your friend. I'm talking about on the path of self-realization, that is. Be honest with yourself, whatever that means to you. Cry when you feel like crying. Be angry when you feel like being angry, but also know, why am I being angry? What is it that I want that I am not getting? That is your truth. At that moment, the point being honest with myself at all times, without judgment. Only then I can let other people live their honesty. I can honor other people living their honesty, living their truth. And I don't seek and need other people's approval, and I am not offended by other people's disapproval. If I'm attached to something, I am attached. If I'm detached to something, I am detached. It's my life. I have only one life. Let me live it my way, with my truth, with my honesty. I love me. More power to all of us.